Welcome into this edition of Great City Attractions. Today we visit an Australian city full of iconic landmarks. These are the great city attractions of Sydney. The Sydney Harbour Bridge, a truly iconic landmark of Sydney. The bridge is famous for its steel arch design and placement across Sydney Harbour. The bridge was completed in 1932, while the opening ceremony saw a man arrested for cutting the ribbon prematurely. The bridge accommodates train, rail, bicycle and pedestrian traffic each day, while tourists, at least those that don't suffer from a fear of heights, can also climb the bridge. The fireworks display on New Year's Eve showcases the landmark. The Sydney Opera House. Making up the dynamic duo of Sydney Harbour landmarks, the Sydney Opera House, a performing arts centre, was opened in 1973. Known for its outstanding architectural presence and features, the Opera House is one of the most recognisable buildings in the world. Opera Australia, the Sydney Theatre Company and the Sydney Symphony Orchestra all operate out of the building. The largest performance area in the Opera House, the Concert Hall, can hold over 2,600 people. Olympic triathlon events were staged in front of the Opera House in 2000. Bondi Beach. There's no lack of sun in Australia, and there's no shortage of people trying to catch a piece of it at Bondi Beach. One of the most famous of Sydney's beaches, and stretching for over a kilometre, Bondi held the beach volleyball contest of the Sydney Olympics of 2000 and is home to numerous surf lifesaving and swimming clubs. The beach is featured in many television and film productions. Sydney Tower, another iconic Sydney landmark. The tower is the tallest of all Sydney structures, reaching a height of over 300 metres. Opened in 1981, tourists can enjoy meals in a revolving restaurant or go a little higher up to the observation deck. A skywalk can be booked for around $90 Australian per person. The film Godzilla Final War featured the building being destroyed by one of the film's rampant monsters. Cockatoo Island. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Cockatoo Island was once a penal colony. Prisoners laboured here to produce rock for mainland construction projects, while also digging out the island's dock facilities. These days the island has been opened up for campers, with popular music festivals also being held here. If you're enjoying the video, then feel free to subscribe to the channel below. The Hunter Valley. One of the great wine-growing regions and one of the great day trips away from Sydney itself. The planting of vines in the Hunter Valley dates back to the 18th century, with the region growing its reputation for the quality of its wine through the late 1800s. Chardonnay, Shiraz and Merlot are just a few of the varieties of wines that have brought acclaim to the area. The Blue Mountains. Another one of the great day trips from Sydney itself, the Blue Mountains offer breathtaking natural environments and landscapes for tourists wanting to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. The mountains have been inhabited by Aboriginal tribes for millennia, with hand art paintings being found in caves in the region. Highlights of trips to the mountain could include viewing the famous Three Sisters, an unusual rock formation, or the Jenolan limestone caves. Sydney and Taronga Zoos. Both Sydney and Taronga Zoos are immensely popular. Taronga Zoo features a cable car tour along with a rainforest and African savanna trails, while Sydney Zoo is home to an aquarium and a vast array of primates, including baboons, chimpanzees and spider monkeys. The Rocks. Near the aforementioned Sydney Harbour Bridge, this historic part of Sydney was once known for its unruly gangs. Today the area has become somewhat gentrified. Walking through the streets here, you'll pass an array of heritage-listed houses, hotels and old merchant stores. Savannah Place Museum, a historic house museum, can be visited here too. Museums of Sydney. Australian history, culture and industry are all celebrated and recorded by a number of prominent Sydney museums. Among the most popular are the Australian National Maritime Museum, the Hyde Park Barracks, which takes people back to early colonial life in Australia, and the Powerhouse Museum, which is free and has a variety of contemporary exhibits. That concludes this edition of Great City Attractions. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. What's your favourite thing to do in Sydney? Comment below.